Hey guys, what's up? I just want to do a live video real quick, see how long my Wi-Fi is gonna hold out for. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't really know, but I'm just gonna start talking. First, I want to say rest in peace to X and my condolences to his family, his friends, any rappers that worked with him, anybody in the industry that was blessed by his presence in life. I'm sorry for your loss, and it made me very emotional. I really connected with his music and him as an individual in the brain intellectually, and his views and thoughts on life, and he's just another human being that made mistakes and reflected on those mistakes that he made and did better and wanted to do better for the world and wanted to do better for everyone because of the mistakes that this young kid made. I want to say that I'm really fucking disappointed, even in some of my friends. I've blocked some people. I've literally spoken my voice. I've said things when people have posted things about X and him saying, oh, well, he beat his pregnant girlfriend, or the allegations he has 12 felonies. If he has 12 felonies, what judge in their right mind would allow this kid to go on tour? First of all. Second of all, I didn't know that memes were news. I didn't know that memes were facts. I didn't know that memes were the truth. And it's really fucking sad to see people posting this meme of this girl with black eyes when this kid just got his life taken. He got shot, dead, no more. No one can hear his thoughts. No one can feel his presence anymore. Nobody can vibe off what he says on his live videos or his YouTube videos he'd make or the interviews. All I have to say is do your research before you guys be so judgmental. And I'm not saying all of you guys. I know a lot of you were X fans. A lot of you were sad. A lot of people were upset about it. But to disrespect somebody in their time of death is so beyond mind-blowing to me. It disgusts me. It makes me feel like, what the fuck is wrong with our generation? It's crazy. I mean, the fact that I deleted the video of him in the Lambo or the BMW i080 or whatever he had, of him in the car, because I was unaware that he was dead. I thought that he was able to go to the hospital, and maybe they could resuscitate him or something. And so when I found out that he had actually passed away, I immediately deleted that video because it's downright disrespectful to post a dead body in general on the internet. Give him respect, give his family respect. I'm just fucking mind blown, as you guys can see. I spent all yesterday, I was upset, I cried about it, I fucking lit a candle for him. It got me emotional. I mean, the world nowadays, they're taking people they shouldn't. Everyone makes mistakes. Everybody. So if we live in a world where we're condemned by our mistakes for life, then what the fuck is this world worth living in? Especially when after you make a mistake, you try your very hardest in every fiber of your being to correct what you did that was wrong. It's just, it's sickening. And shame on all of you who are, oh, police this, police that, and but everybody's talking about Xxxtentacion. Okay, so I didn't hear anything in the news about a police being shot. If I did, I'm sorry, rest in peace. That sucks, that's horrible, that's disgusting. It's what our generation has been dealing with. But for you to compare and contrast somebody who had a platform with millions of people, who inspired millions of people, of course they're gonna get the love and get the RIP and get the vigil, how do you say that? Candlelight vigils, or whatever the case may be. Of course they're gonna do that. He has a platform. He's somebody who was famous and inspired people. And then another point that I wanted to make was when Michael Jackson passed away, not one motherfucker, not one, said shit about all the allegations of that fool being a pedophile. Not one person. Have you ever thought of that? Just because Michael Jackson was such an idolized person in the music industry, not even closely compared to obviously X, but nobody brought that up when he passed away. Nobody said, oh, that pedophile, fuck that, I'm not gonna respect him in his death, and oh, he passed away from drug overdose. Like, the fool was addicted to drugs. Nobody brought that up besides the news or speculation on how he died. And it's just, I don't know, something about this is getting me like all riled up, and it's really upsetting me, and I'm literally cutting friends over it. It's like almost like a political stance for me. Like, I'm very in tune with the music industry. I'm very intense in the intensely passionate about the music industry. So when somebody, excuse me, when somebody that I really, really like love and adore, well, not love, I can't say love, I didn't know the kid, but his music really, really reached me and really, really got me through some shit, and I related to him on some of his like mental illness issues and depression and anxiety and all that stuff, and it's just, I don't know, I lost track of what I was saying, but at the end of the day, I'm just really sad for our generation and to see the ignorance in this kid's death, like the ignorance. And I'm sure if any of those 12 felony allegations were true, I'm sure the girl that was affected by that is not even thinking about those allegations right now. I'm sure she's shook and heartbroken and upset, and somebody she loved died. So just check your shit before you speak. Really think about if somebody close to you passed away. Think about the past mistakes you've made in your life, and if you want to go living life still condemned by those mistakes, because our society isn't forgiving. It's fucking bullshit. And I will call all of you out on your fucking wrong. Let this dude have his moment of peace. Let this dude do what he needs to do in our society, and his death was obviously part of his plan, and he always spoke upon him, and if he were to suddenly die, that he hopes he could feel the change and see the change in our generation that's so messed up in the head. And you guys are just proving him fucking wrong. Like, you're all being ignorant, you're all being retarded. Like, go research, go watch his interviews, go look up some shit, like, go listen to his music, read his lyrics, read about what he was about. Just before he died, he was about to do a charity in Florida. Like, what the fuck have you done with your life? How have you contributed to society? How many times have you cheated on your girlfriend? How many times have you got beat by a dude and took him back? That's all I have to say. So, rest in peace to X. It's a tragic fucking loss in the music industry. I hands down think he was the most talented new school artist we had out. Like, hands down. His first album was the only album that hit like the mainstream music, but like, I've been listening to this kid since I found him last year, and I dug deep into his SoundCloud, and I really fucked with his sound. I fucked with his lyrics. I fucked with how he does screamo. I fucked with how he does singing, ballad, like sad. I fucked with how he rapped. I fucked with how he fucking did like straight South rap. Like, he was overall just a prodigy. And yeah, I'm just sad. It's really sad. It's a loss for the music community, 100%. I'm sad that I hope that they release any projects he was working on. I hope that people stop talking ignorantly about the situation, and I hope that people stop spreading negativity over somebody's death that was on the path of change, and such a mature man for the age of 20. The age of 20, the things that this kid would talk about was mind-blowing to me. He enlightened me. He enlightened me on so many things. So, do your fucking research. Don't be an ignorant ass bitch, because I will call you out on your shit instantly. I'm just so tired of all the negativity. But other than that, yesterday was a really sad day for me and for a lot of people in the music industry. I've never had a rapper pass away that was in like my top 5. Like, I've never experienced that. I mean, Tupac passed away before I even was like able to acknowledge who Tupac was. Like, it was sad when Aaliyah died, but I mean, I was still a little too young to be like that intimately passionate about. Fuck that leasing lady. Fuck the leasing office. Fucking shady. Sorry, they just walked by. Anyways, they just fucking called me out on my dog the other day. They sent me an email and said I have an unclaimed dog, and Butter is my ESA animal. I have her certified as an anxiety dog. Anyways, I always veer off. But, so yeah, shout out to all the people who have did some sort of like thought in their head or prayer or posted something about X or just stayed neutral on the situation and didn't feel the need to blur this with negativity, just like our world loves to do nowadays. Everything is negative. You can't do one thing wrong. Everything you do in your own life is okay. But if somebody does the same thing and isn't you, fuck them. They're stupid. They're this, they're that, they're that. Like, no, that doesn't fly with me. That's called fake. That's called you're fucking ignorant. That's called hypocritic. You're a hypocrite. Like, do your research, people, especially on somebody who's passed away, whose family's hurting, whose fans are hurting, whose the music industry takes a huge loss from him passing away. He was just about to be on the rise. So, yeah.